Right, question 88. Holdings limited. Right, holdings limited. So what we have here is a process costing situation, which so let's work through that. We have here a coating department that's using process costing for coating metal components with a hard layer of titanium. And so the process costing here, we have, remember with process costing, we're going to have some inputs. We're expecting some normal losses. We've played around this within class. And so here we are. We have here the process. These are the inputs so far. We have some material coating. What we now need to do is somewhat find labor and overhead, so we know the total cost that has gone into this process. So we are told that we have 4 employees who have worked on this process. Each employee does 30 hours per week. So that's 30 hours per week for 4 weeks, right? And is paid £12 an hour. So hopefully that gives you, so each employee does 30 hours. They do 4 per week. They do 4 weeks and you're paying them £12 per hour. So if you like the total labor cost, I'm going to multiply all of this together. And so that gives me 4 times 30 times 4 times 12. And that takes me to 5,760, right? So I suppose really what I should all really be asking is, in terms of hours, these are the hours, aren't they? These are all the hours that I'm interested in, right? Because there's 4 employees and each of them do 30. So 30 times 4 is what each employee does 120 hours, right? 30 times 4. So 4 of them will do 480 hours. That's the point. And we're absorbing overheads at a rate of £8 per hour. So in effect, the overheads become 480 times 8. Yes, 480 times 8, and that's 3,840. 3,840. Yes. So that's the point. So let's. This is all the input that has gone in. So let's add all of that together. So 3,375 plus 500 plus 5,760 plus 3,840 gives us 13. I'm just going to put 13,475. Right? I'm just going to clean this out for now. 13,475 for now. Okay, right. So the normal loss we expect to lose is 10% of the process, and there are 300 units that have come into this process. So we're expecting to lose. We've put in 300 units into this process. We're expecting to lose 10% of these, and that's 30 of them, right? 30 of these units, because that's 10%. So in effect, we've poured in value of 13,475. In a perfect world, 300 units would come out and we would measure these at whatever these values were per unit, right? But now we're saying that but what we're sort of saying is that we expect to lose 30 units. So we don't expect to get 30 units. But at the same time, we also need to consider, right, for valuation purposes, that we're going to therefore lose some of that value. And the question here is, what are these 30 worth? What is the net realizable value? And they give it to us at £5. So we have 30 units at £5, which is 150. Right? So the argument really here is that we have a total of 1345, losing 150. In effect, we're expecting to only have 270 good units, right? After deducting the 150. 13475 minus 150, and that's 13325, right? So we're expecting that we have a normal cost of 49 £49. Yeah, £49.35. That's the expectation, £49.35. That's the value of each of these, right? So £49.35. Right. Now, so let's just work these out first. So 30 times, this is 150. Now, what's interesting here, as you can probably observe, that I'm just about to mention as we carry on, is that, well, we were expecting 270 units to come out, but strangely enough, 290 units have come out. So what this actually means, I know we call this an abnormal gain, but what this actually means, if you look at this now, you have 320. What this actually means in reality, sorry, I'll put this 320 here. What this actually means is that your estimate of normal loss is too high. You see, because you put 300 into this process and 290 came out, so you only actually lost 10. So it means that your assumption of losing 30 is too high. So it's really a correction issue on your estimates. If that makes any sense. So really, we have what we refer to, or we correct this by what we call an abnormal gain. In a way, it's more in truth a correction of your normal loss process. So we have an abnormal gain, which of course is valued at, of course, this £49.35, right? So we call this an abnormal gain because that's what's happened. So we have, and that's how we balance this. That's how we balance this out. So you have 290 there, 290 times 49.35, and this is 14311.5, and then we add these together, 150, and you have 14461.5. That was why that was slightly erroneous of me to have done that there. So because it usually comes out as an abnormal loss, 49.35. You have 987, right? And so let's add that all together. If you add that all together, 3375 plus 500 plus 5760 plus 3840 plus 987, you have 14462. I mean, round this up, that'll be 14462 as well. Great. So that's how you deal with process costing. It's important to practice this. Is one we probably did in class would have been a loss, most likely, but this is a gain, which is really, like I repeat, more a correction of that, normality, right? A correction of that normality, that really saying it's not really with 30, it's more, it should have been lower, right? And so we refer to that as abnormal gain. Okay, it's just technical language. There is no real gain. It's just the fact that your expected loss is of 10% is too high. In essence, really, if you only lost 10 items out of 300, then technically your normal loss next time when you're prepping should be about 3%. Okay, cool, great stuff.